Hello everyone, I am Phoenix Tremaine. This is my review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and this is my 4th try. So every time I try to do this video, some shit happens. So now on my 4th try, let's see if I'll actually get a chance to do it. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a few seconds to subscribe to me. If you have already subscribed to me, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And look forward to giving you more videos. Now, this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta was funny. It had some good moments, but it wasn't as good as it could be. I don't know, because it was an extended episode. It was an hour and 15 minutes instead of an hour. And they packed a lot of shit in it, which I appreciate, but there was some dead moments I could have lived without. Now, I'll get Candy out the way, because here's my notes. I get Candy out the way. Candy wants, I've debated about this on Facebook. People were arguing with me because I said that, Todd is the man of the house. He doesn't want a Manny. He put his foot down. Candy seems like the type of woman that wants to be a traditional housewife, which means if he says there's not going to be a Manny, there's not going to be a Manny. In the same token, she's not getting some hot little chick to be a nanny either. And people argue with me, saying that they bet it's going to be a Manny. And so this episode proved me right when she kind of split the difference. It was like, we don't really need a nanny. What I want to do is bring my mother in. She's going to be here for a month anyway, once I have the baby, just to help out. So why don't my mother and my aunts just rotate at helping taking care of the child? Bam. Because we know Todd ain't fucking her mother. So, Candy ain't stupid. So, the rest of the episode was basically the Kenya show. If you watch my reviews on a regular, you know I'm not a Kenya Moore fan. I'm not a Kenya Moore fan, not because she's fake. Fake. I mean, I love a good bitch. So, it ain't that. I love a good reality TV bitch. I mean, my favorite one is New York. From I Love New York and Flavor of Love, Miss Tiffany Pollard. That's my bitch. So, it ain't that Kenya's a bitch, because, well, that's what reality TV, makes it exciting. Bitches causing trouble. But Kenya always seems to be fake, whether it's this shit with Walter or these fake fights or whatever the fuck's going on. Her fake products, whatever. It's just so fake, where you can see other girls actually doing stuff. Like even Portia. Portia shows you receipts. Okay, Portia's came on the show the same season as Kenya, and Portia has proceeded to give herself a much better career than Kenya, and she's going to be on Celebrity Apprentice. So Kenya ain't done nothing that Portia hasn't done and done better, as far as like her dish job, meeting celebrities and doing the thing. Portia's following Nene's footsteps and using this as a vehicle to do more than just Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she's having fun doing it. But this was an episode of surprise visitations, beginning with Bob Whitfield coming on the trip. Bob Whitfield, if you don't know, is Sheree's husband. He's been on the show a couple of times, mostly during her divorce and being very childish. It doesn't seem like he's changed at all, that he still has some childish behavior in this episode, except now they seem to be getting back together. Or this could even be just a ploy to actually be a housewife with her husband, on the show. I mean, it could be, Kim probably going to do a season 2. So, Sheree can get enough good shots in and good scenes in, then maybe she could convince them to let her back on the show full time and not just as a friend. So maybe that's why Bob is in the picture now. And then Kim surprises everyone when she brings her kids. And I'm not mad at her. Kim Fields has been pushing that she believes in family values. Her children are her life, her husband is her life. And, it is what it is. So she can afford a nanny, so don't be mad because you don't want your children on the trip with you. You need a break. No, she's like, if we going out the country, our kids are coming with us. So she brought the kids to Jamaica along with her husband because it is technically a couple's trip. And so a lot of people, especially Kenya, is not happy about it being a couple's trip. And some of the girls give zero fucks and are talking about sex right in front of kids, which I'm sure Kim is mortified. and then Kenya has her first diva meltdown of the episode when she discovers that due to her not showing up at the pitch meeting, Cynthia just went on ahead with Kim Fields. And she's in her feelings about it, so much so that she even goes as far as to try to pull Kim's chair out while she's still in it. And Kim was trying not to lose her cool. She didn't lose her cool until she left the scene and got with her husband. And that's when we saw the fuckery that is Bravo's promotions, where it looked like Kim was having a knockdown, drag out argument with her husband about being gay. And it turns out he was actually supporting her, and he was just sort of acting out the moment of what was going on in support of Kim, of them just talking back and forth. But all the things Kim said to her husband should have been said to them, because she was just reiterating the argument. There was nothing dramatic about it, except Kim was saying all the things that we would have expected her to say in Kenya's face, rather than saying it when Kenya's not around. So that's the only disappointing thing. She didn't stand up for herself when she had the opportunity to. Instead, she blew off steam with her husband. And then Nene comes on the trip. And I was surprised that the other girls weren't happy. And I expect some people not to be happy. Like Sheree, getting blindsided by Nene suddenly appearing, not knowing how the wind's going to blow that week. But Portia and Phaedra looking at Nene like, bitch, she doing here. Especially Portia, since she's technically still friends with Nene, and she looked like she didn't want her there anyway. And of course, Kenya was all in her feelings, thinking, "I'm the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta now," and then the real queen comes back. So Kenya is definitely in her feelings about that, and ends up leaving the table, where she misses out on a new debate when someone mentions that Kenya is Cynthia's new best friend. Cynthia backtracks real quick and is like, she's not my best friend. We're still getting to know each other. Of course, Sheree goes and snitches to Kenya, who's like, we've been friends for 4 years. How much more she need to get to know me? So Cynthia is upset because she's torn between Nene and Kenya, but given forced to make a decision, she goes Nene real quick. I mean, Nene's doing shit. Kenya's still on that bullshit. So, as we're about to see the next episode when Cynthia's all crying and shit because Kenya refuses to be a part of her video. Also, we saw some more Kenya, more fuckery. I swear, I can tell when people fucking. And Kenya and this bodybuilder boy, personal trainer that she has, I don't get the vibe that they fucking. I'm sorry. I just don't get the vibe that they fucking. Like, they showed him in bed. He was wearing his wife beater and his sweatpants in the bed like he was asleep. He probably wasn't in the same damn room. So, I think that's more Walter fuckery. I mean, I don't know. Is Kenya lesbian? I don't know. Is she trying to keep that a secret? What the fuck's going on? So, and then when he was sticking a banana in Kenya's mouth, I was like, that is not how you suck dick, bitch. No wonder you don't have a man if that's how you suck it on it. And then she sucked on the grape like the shit was too big. Shit, how big is the head of a dick? It's like you ain't never had one in your mouth before. What's going on with that? But it explains why she don't have a man. Then we had, let me see. Mallory shows up, another surprise. I'm not a Mallory fan either. I mean, why is she there? I mean, she causes trouble here and there, but it's not nothing substantial. Even her and her mother hiding the wedding certificate or wedding rings, whatever the fuck they hid years ago. I mean, all that shit was just childish, and they were on TV, so it was some bullshit for the cameras. But I mean, and it didn't look like she had a man, so it was a couple's trip. What the fuck? And then uh, Kenya and Cynthia try to make up from everything that's been going on, but because Kenya wants to know why she's not considered a friend. And so she pretty much looks like she's about to cry, but Kenya can't cry on cue. So Kenya just looks sad. I can't even do it because I'm too happy thinking about it. And, you know, Kenya's just trying to look as sad as she can, trying to make them tears that don't come. And that's why she's a bad actress. And I can't believe none of half the shit she didn't be doing on the show. So Kenya says she doesn't want to do the next activity with the girls and kind of goes about her way, and Cynthia's looking stupid. So that was the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope you enjoyed it. If you can also join me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'll have all my links there for you to see.